Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Kim here. And today is a Destash video. Well, part Destash. I went thrifting recently and bought a tablecloth, which was kind of the start of this. This is part of the tablecloth that I bought. It is now cut into a piece for making a journal. I've got lots of threads here. I've got threads everywhere in my studio. I've been cutting so much fabric. Anyway, because of this, and then there was another fabric that I bought. I think I showed you this all last week, right? I bought this fabric. Isn't that lovely? So because of these two fabrics, I thought, oh, it would be nice to do kind of a denim type journal. And so because I had this tablecloth and a lot of it and a lot of this stuff, I figured, you know what, I'm going to make kits. But also in the back of my mind was Caroline's free digital that she gave us in the new group, Creative Collections of Free Digital Printables. Some days it works, some days it doesn't. Anyway, I started looking at the colors of these, and the colors are perfect. So the kit is, or the pages that you can print are in the group. You just have to scroll down a little ways because they were a while back. If somebody thinks of it, leave a comment in it and just say bump, and this will bump it up to the top, so that more people can find it. But anyway, it's just such a lovely digital, and then, you know, I guess it was subconsciously in my mind, because when I picked out this material and then this, I just said, oh, okay, we're making some type of a denim journal. So this kit is a Destash kit for all the other things that are in the pile, but this is stuff that I recently picked up. So this is available, of course, to my thrifties, and so I think you're going to enjoy this kit. It's going to be awesome. And I will have a couple available for sale in my coffee shop, but you know, I cut up the tablecloth into as many ways I could make it work. And all the other pieces, there are a few things I went to the last of in order to make this work. And so once this kit is sold, that's it. The only way that's possible to get another kit is if one of the thrifties doesn't take one, but I'm pretty sure they're all going to be spoken for. I think. We'll see. So these are the papers. I'm just going to leave them here for you to see. There's a big pile of stuff here going on. So this is the base fabric that we started with. So you can see there's the light tan browns, the, you know, mixed with the blue, the darker denim, the regular denim. Now, I didn't put denim pieces. You know, I have some somewhere in a box, but I didn't think that, you know, it was necessary if this is the cover. If you want to stretch this stuff out to make other journals, I would suggest picking a pair of blue jeans and cutting those up to make, you know, as a base for your cover. Or you may use blue jeans and hoard this a little bit and just cut smaller pieces of it to add on the journal cover. That's up to you, but I figured, you know, you've got lots of thrift shops around you, or, you know, maybe you have a pair of old denim jeans that it's time to let them go. You know, there's different ways you can get them. And if you are at the thrift shop, take a look in the toddler section, not in the big kids section, but in the toddlers section, and pick up some little tiny blue jeans, because those little patch pockets are so cute to use in stuff like this. I do have one set, but I didn't think about it until later. Otherwise I would have picked up enough to add to all the kits, but I don't have any. So yeah, this is the start. So I know that this is going to be buried by the time we're finished, but we will keep adding to it. Now, I added this blue flannel. It's a good size piece. You could use it as a pocket as well, or a cover as well, or you could use it as a liner, which is kind of what I was thinking, or for making, you know, pockets with it. I just thought it was very complimentary to all of this. It's a very good size piece, so you would be able to get a cover or a liner out of it easily. And then I had this cream color because I thought, well, you know, everybody's different. This is a good size square, which would still fit a journal. And, you know, maybe you would use it as a base. Maybe you would use it to line some pockets. But I just thought it would be a nice fabric to add on with this as well. And then I added a full-size piece of burlap. So here again, you could use the burlap as your cover and then use only part of this. So it's however you want to stretch it around and make it work for you. But I just thought this would be a fun addition. You know, it's kind of leaning towards country. You know, I'm calling the kit Forever in blue jeans. But you know, there isn't really any denim here as such, but I just thought it's kind of a country, you know, kind of a country girl, kind of bumpkin kind of thing where you can make it all work together. And then I did have another faded blue fabric that is a little bit heavier, but again, it would make nice pockets. It could be, you know, there's lots of threads. It could be another add-on, or it could be snippets, or, you know, things to go with it. But I just thought it was complementary to that. And then if you remember a while back, I got a huge pile of these burlap pockets. So I'm including a pocket that you can put in your journal. So it's kind of all in the same colors. And then I recently picked up this blue sheet. I think it was a couple weeks ago, and I washed it. All of my fabrics are washed, unless, you know, unless I can see that they're not, they don't smell and they're not stained in any way. But, you know, I usually wash them. You know, some fabrics, they have that vintage smell, so I throw them through the wash. You know, this one was clean, but it had been bumped around a little bit, so I figured, you know, I'm going to wash it. So everything gets washed, and so this sheet got washed as well, which is why it didn't make the first round for Destash. And then I tore it up into strips that are, they're about just under 4 inches wide, and so there's quite a long strip on here, so you can make pockets to go with this, or some shabby ribbons, or some ruffle trims. But there is a lot of product here to make stuff with. And I do pin these with a pin, not a straight pin. If I do, it's by mistake, but I usually like to pin these with a pin and dangle a dangle from here. And there will be, I just forgot about it, so there will be a pearl dangle that dangles from here as well before I close off the kits and put them away. And so I'm going to make some tonight. And if I'm ambitious enough, I might make a few extra and put a few extra in the kit for you as well. And then I've added a piece of that lace tablecloth. You know, it's every which way from whatever. And so I just cut around where I could to cut them out. So you might have one big flower and a bunch of small ones. You might have a long piece. You know, it's always going to be different, but I thought it was very complimentary in these colors. I'm trying not to cover up the blue there. I'm just going to pull it down just a little bit so you can still see it. And then I added some lace. Now this is that breakaway lace. Like I said, you trim around it. I think you can actually pull it. I'm not sure, or just take you know, your scissors, your fussy cut scissors, and cut it away. Some people like this, but it's not part of the lace. But yeah, you can use it as it is or cut it out however you like, but it's a really nice, pretty scalloped lace. And there's about a yard here, maybe a meter. I can't remember. I had cut these a long time ago for another project and then didn't use it. So they were pre-cut. This was the burlap ribbon that I bought, and I gave everybody about 1.5 yards. Again, this would make great trims on here. It's kind of all in the same color combinations. And then I have some doily pieces. So I have this one that has a little extra piece at the bottom. You can either cut it off and use it separately or use these together. I just thought they were cute like that. And you could have like some gems and things on there. Then I have this flower piece. So again, you could cut these out individually or keep them together, and a couple of other small doilies. The idea is for making a cover. I mean, you have enough to make 2, maybe even 3 covers here, depending on the size of journals you want and what you want for the cover. And if you add in a pair of denim jeans that you cut out the pieces and the pockets and some of the trimmings that are on there, you know, you can really make quite a few journals, because there's a lot of material on here, and then all of the linings that you can use. And then I gave you 2 yards of ribbon, and I'm just going to take this off. So I thought they were quite complimentary, and they are wider ribbons. Now this one is about 2.75 inches. I think they're both the same. Yeah, 2.75 inches wide, not quite 3 inches. But that in itself would be big enough to make pockets, belly bands. You know, it's nice and crisp. It's that, you know, heavier cotton ribbons. And, you know, spot elements, like just a little piece will make a pocket, and you've got a whole yard here, so you can certainly make stuff with it. And same with this one. Now this is really, really crispy. Well, they both are, but this one especially is a little bit more crispy, and it's got a bit of a denim look to it. And I think these would die cut into some really fun shapes if you've got your die cutter, you know, your metal dies or your Sizzix dies. You could probably cut some really nice shapes out of here to add to this as well, or even some small frames. And when you do, make sure to use some book page or junky paper that you don't like. Put it behind there before you cut, and that will help it to go through the fabric so you don't have much fraying, like where it gets, the threads get caught. But you've got a whole yard of that as well in this kit. And then I added a strand of pearls, because you could stitch these onto the front of your project. You could make dangles with them. You can add them onto snippets and clusters and little bits and pieces. So lots of material there. And then the last thing I added, you know, which I always add to my projects, there's about 9 yards of fibers here. There's 3 different designs. One is this a flat variegated trim, kind of in exactly the colors that are in here. And then one has a little bit of browns with it, and then the other is just a plain boa type piece in the blues. So that is the entire kit, and it is called Forever in Blue Jeans, and they will be for sale in coffee tomorrow, later in the day, because I have to put all the kits together in packages and then take photos of it and upload it to Coffee. So it will be available later in the shop. Now, when you shop on Coffee, it is for Canada only. And when you shop, there is a minimum of 2 items. You cannot purchase 1 item. If you do, I will cancel your order and refuse it. And that's only because I try to make my products where I can fit 2 or 3 into a box to offset the cost of the box, because even though I'm charging a $15 shipping charge, you only pay the $15 once. You don't pay it for each item that you buy. And so buying extra items helps to reduce your cost when you look at the shipping from that point of view. And it also ensures that I can pay for the shipping and still have a little bit left over for me, because there's not a lot of room. And in reality, the $15 shipping charge is not the smallest box charge when I use the flat rate boxes. It's about $17 plus, I think it's $17.99 now, plus taxes. So yes, I am absorbing some of that cost in my meager little profits that I make. And there's also the PayPal fees and the handling fees and all that. So yes, I have a minimum of 2 item purchase. So, you know, if you don't want to have 2 of these, you could have another item, you know, and right now I'm up to 4 items in the shop, and there will be more. So that's the kit. And the only other thing, so Thrifties, if you want this, just say Denim Kit or blue Jeans Kit, or, you know, or Blue Kit, however you want to say it. So that's the kit. The only thing you need to add to it is denim if you have a pair of blue jeans or jean pockets. And of course your own papers. But Caroline has helped you out with that by giving you some free papers. So I will be sending a kit to Caroline too, so that she gets to play. I mean, it is her lovely kit that we can use for this project. So yes, Thrifties, if you want one, just leave a comment below. And anybody else, they will be available in my coffee shop late tomorrow, probably about, I would say about 5 o'clock Eastern time. So wherever you live, figure that out. And the other thing that I'm offering today, and it's for the Thrifties, but I will make a special offer for anybody purchasing on coffee. I have these dairy butter sheets. Now this was used to wrap a real block of butter, a 1 pound block. These are genuine, authentic butter papers, and they are a very thin, sort of like a parchment paper. So if you want, Thrifties, if you want some of these, because these would also look very nice in this kit if you folded it and made a signature page. You could fold it right on this level here, and then maybe fold this over to have a little tuck spot, or a tuck going this way, but you'd have a really cute little add-in to your journals. And it would be very complimentary, of course, to this. So Thrifties, I'm offering you 10 sheets. So this is separate from the kit. So do say if you want the butter papers, and I will give you 10 of them. I got a whole package of them, which was a deal, and so I'm sharing them with everybody. If you are buying a kit on coffee, and of course you have to buy 2 different items in order to be able to have the items shipped to you, I will give you no extra charge 10 sheets. You just have to remind me in the message box below that that's what you like, because I also offered you some of those red fabric options in my last video, so you can have a choice of one or the other. So let me know if you want one or the other, and I will add it in as a little extra bonus and a thank you for purchasing from me. And when you purchase from me, it's, you know, I don't want to lose money shipping stuff out. And it's not so much about the stuff as it is, you know, that I have to recoup my costs to some degree. And, you know, and it's a little incentive to keep buying and making these kits, because it does take time to do it. But if you're buying 2 items and that the smallest box is not even full enough, I will cram other stuff. Based on your purchase, I will find other things in my studio to stuff in there, because it's not about the stuff so much as, like I said, it's recouping my costs as much as possible. So you're always going to get something extra. And if you buy like 3 or 4 items and I have to go up to the next size box, it doesn't matter. I'm only charging you $15. But if you're buying 3 or 4 items, well, of course, then I'm making a little bit more money to cover it. And again, if you don't fill that box completely, I will stuff it with other things to fill it up and to the maximum. If you have a gal pal, maybe you don't want to buy one thing for yourself, but maybe you have a gal pal and you each want to get a kit, or, you know, you can work out some other way of doing it. Then split the cost that way and share the cost of the shipping, and you each get your items, and it works out for me too. So that's it for my items for today. And like I said, on this, I will be adding the dangle as well. And if I'm ambitious enough to make a few extras, I will give you a couple of extras in the package as well. So that's it. That's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this. I wish you all a very creative day and a creative week, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. Today is Sunday. I hope that the project will be, or this will be up today, but if not, first thing tomorrow. So have a good long weekend if you're out celebrating the weekend. That's it. That's all. Bye for now.